I'm guessing you came to this video because you want to be a Rooftops Nowadays content creator. Well, I have the perfect plan for you because I know exactly what to do to help you become a Rooftops Nowadays content creator just like me. And you might actually become the biggest PS5 content creator one day if you just, stick to YouTube. So let me show you what you should do and what you should do on Rooftops and Alleys to become the biggest Rooftops and Alleys content creator and just be better in general. Most of the time, I see people who do YouTube will fail and then they'll just keep going on with their video. It's cool and all, but that doesn't really help much because people don't want to see you fail in the first 3 seconds of the video. The video doesn't have to be practically perfect, but it still has to be well enough. If you mess up at least once in the video and it's 30 to 45 seconds in, you're okay because it's 30 to 45 seconds in. Now, it's really cool and all, but, people really don't want to just see bland footage that hasn't been edited, so I can teach you another thing. If you want to edit your video, you must use Share Factory Studio on your PS5 or whatever you use on your PC or Xbox, it doesn't matter. You must use one of those things, right? Really cool and really good. And it must be the Rooftops and Alleys footage specifically on PS5 to be shown below in the PS5 custom video section. I want you to hurry up and comment something real quick. I want you to tell me which of this footage was better and looked cooler versus one that was not. Tell me, was option 1 cooler in the comments or was option 2 cooler in the comments? Alright, here goes option 1. This is option 2. Alright, I'm giving you 5 seconds to comment. Let's count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Did you comment yet? Yeah? Alright, if you did, look at that. I told a person to just comment, and you decided to watch through that whole part without probably skipping. But even if you did skip to that part of the video, you just gave me high retention rate. That's exactly what you should be doing. You shouldn't be just saying, oh yes, this and that, and I really enjoy playing the game and no commentary. You should at least add your voice or something that represents you, because people really enjoy when you do that. And it just gives you more footage time, which means more watch time hours in YouTube Studio if you have it on your phone or your PC. Your thumbnails are cool and all, but that's not really how you want to do it because people usually don't like it. If you want a custom thumbnail, go into the photo mode and place your character however you want and use advanced settings. And if you want, you can use preset mode or anything. You could do laying, you could do flying, you could do parkour jump or sitting or anything. It really doesn't matter. You could do crossed arms, right? And you can make a custom thumbnail. Once you hide the HUD by doing this, you can actually snap a picture, and in Share Factory Studio, you can click add image, you can add your text that represents what your video is about, and then you can click the menu button that does this, and it'll say generate thumbnail. When you click that, it'll say okay, the generated thumbnail has been generated, and once it is done, now you have a good detail, and now you just delete that part of that video and you then get the thumbnail. Now if you're on PC, if you want it, just build a thumbnail however you want. You could do the same thing and place it into YouTube Studio by downloading that file. Xbox users, it's the same thing with whatever editing app you use because it's by Microsoft. I'm guessing it's probably a lot better than what PS5 has, or it's worse. Either way, it's all alright because whatever you could do to edit, make sure to edit. I've seen a lot of videos, and I mean, I've seen a lot of videos just saying juking and it's 35 seconds long, right? Or I've seen a video say, I failed horribly, or I did cool trick. That is probably the most buns title you can give your video. You actually want a title, there's a way to do it. Obviously, it needs to represent you. If your title is, I'm godly at Rooftops and Alleys, show that you're godly at Rooftops and Alleys with a really good thumbnail. If you say, well, I don't know, what if you just say, I played Rooftops and Alleys, people aren't really going to click on that. But if they see a custom thumbnail saying, I'm godly, they're going to click on it and actually watch your whole thing. And that's the cool thing about it, is people really like it. Versus somebody saying, I played Rooftops and Alleys with my brother. Yeah, no, that's not going to work well because people don't want to see that. People want to see actual content that makes sense. And I can also teach you how to get a lot of views and subscribers, not by just making plain and bland videos, but by actually giving your videos a meaning. Rooftops and Alleys videos actually have 400 and more views, which is extremely good for a small content creator, right? Yeah, it actually is. But there's a little tiny problem, right? Most people aren't gonna just watch the video, they're gonna go back. Why? Because mine was a tutorial, and tutorials actually make people go back, which tells YouTube to bring it to more people besides just the PlayStation users. People saw how to do the tutorial and they watched it 5 or 6 times. Let's take this video that I'm going to be making on Saturday. If it's a tutorial on Rooftops and Allies on how to do something, people are going to watch it maybe 4 or 5 times, right? That's a lot of times. That's a lot of times for an average person. 4 or 5 times tells YouTube that it's 400% or 500% retention rate, which will just boost your video. That's exactly what you want to do. If your video is just, I was juking my brother, people aren't going to really watch it. It might get 100 views, but it's not going to go viral. But if it's something really good looking and a very interesting title, then that's when you're going to get views, and that's when you are going to actually be able to, start growing as a content creator. Me being probably the biggest PS5 Rooftops and Alleys is crazy, but there's a problem is because I'm always competing with hundreds and hundreds of other people who also do the same Rooftops and Alleys content. So that's why you need to be better than them. You need to make it more interesting. Yeah, it could be the same idea and the same challenge, but it just needs to be you. You need to put it in your way. That's how you can do it. Just like tutorials, if a tutorial teaches a tech, learn the tech, which is also, in my channel. So if you want to watch tech, go watch my tech. Gatekeep tech, okay? Make a tutorial on it. Take this tech, for example, right? This tech is about to be crazy, and this one is called charge state. So you do I messed up, but you do 2 of these, right? And then you do that. It makes you go higher, right? And it's just way better than the average jump or trick in the game. That's what makes it better. Most content creators kind of gatekeep this content and they don't do anything. That's why you should make a tutorial on it, because now you're going to get a bunch of views because everybody's going to be searching or looking for a tech video. Also, people in Rooftops and Alleys, they fail as a content creator because of one reason. And this is a really big problem that I've seen, is because they don't know what to do after the first video. As you can see, I have a lot of videos on Rooftops and Alleys, and it's not just because I do challenge videos, which I might be doing sooner or later, maybe. You didn't hear that. Anyways, it might be a challenge video, or it might be telling you a tutorial, right? It's a tutorial. You want that tutorial? Yeah. I'm sure you like it, right? But the problem is people don't really know what to do afterwards, so they just give up and don't do it. Well, search Google for ideas, or watch people who make Rooftops and Alleys content. Watch them for ideas, because they're gonna want you to, watch theirs, and then if you watch that, it just creates a giant branch, and it's awesome because people get to watch your content all throughout. And that's what makes it better, because now you have an idea, and other people can branch off that idea, which just makes you, a better as a person. But then people will also run out of ideas again, and that's the thing. Well, as you can see, Rooftops and Alleys brought modding, and the day that came out, I made a video on it. I also talked about all the new bird DLCs and anniversary DLCs when that came out, because obviously, it's good content, and it keeps your channel high quality, right? If you post every single day, it might make a lot of views, but it's going to tire you out and burn you out eventually. So that's why I usually do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, which is a very good thing, because honestly, most people don't do that in their lifetime, and they kind of just spend their time making as much content and never getting views. So if you have a daily upload schedule, or just a schedule every other day, then you're absolutely insane and good enough to actually become professional. Into the video, guys, but I do want to tell you something. You should also say this: subscribe, right? If you say subscribe at the end, awesome, people are going to definitely do it. So that's why I'm here to tell you to subscribe, right? If you comment, also subscribe and turn that notification bell up, because obviously you love my content, don't you? And you want to make me famous, you want to say that you're an OG. Yep. All right, so obviously we're awesome, you're awesome, so you should subscribe, and you should also tell me about your Rooftops and Alleys experience and any content ideas you need, because I'll be there. Anyways, I hope you enjoy my video, and I hope you enjoy my future videos. If you want a thumbnail, you can always ask me the best way to build one in the comments. So subscribe, and see you guys later.